Hello and welcome. This is Teresa Craftygrams, and thank you so much for joining me today. Um, Once again, I am getting started on my Mayflowers junk journal, and this is some of the ephemera that I have been collecting that's just been sitting around. This I have found like the last video I did, we worked on this little portfolio or folder or whatever. Well, I did find the source of it, which is Back to the Source on Etsy. So I will link that in the bottom description box. Then I have my 3 signatures, all neutrals. Some are hand dyed, tea dyed, some are printed, whatever neutral backgrounds. Some are just scrapbook papers that I put some kind of a backing onto. So I've done the three whole pamphlet stitch on them. I've left these really long tails on them in case I want to put some charms or beads or whatever at the bottom. And then I was looking for a book to use, which I said I promised myself I was going to start using all the books I've been purchasing at thrift stores for their bindings. So this one I gutted and tore a little bit. And it's just, I don't know, I got it at the Goodwill. But look, this is, I'm really proud of myself for this. Like perfect size. I may have to go back and trim just a little skosh off the top and the bottom, because when I go to glue it in, those end papers are going to be just a hair, maybe even over the edge of the cover. So we'll see about that before I get started on attaching it any further. But we're going to start with what I told you was a non-traditional way of binding the signatures together. But before we go into that, let's show you what else I have up here. This is the remnant fabric I bought from Hobby Lobby the other day. These are part of an ephemera kit from Timeless Treasures. This is Timeless Treasures French Ephemera Set 1. And I already had it cut apart, and apparently I was very much thinking ahead. They are already backed on something that can be journaled onto. But these two, I thought, first of all, they're rather big. Well, this one is definitely rather big. But I thought about making it a topper. One of these two would be a really pretty topper with maybe one of these Prima flowers as a, I don't know, as just a 3D pop. Anyway, that is food for thought for the cover, which, well, in this instance, I will be doing the cover basically as almost a last step, because the point in using this, I don't know, unconventional binding is that the pages do lay very flat until you start putting ephemera into them. So I'd really like to keep it that way while I am stuffing it. And I have also made each signature itself is very much smaller, you know, fewer pages than I would normally put in. So maybe that's the way I'll be moving forward. We'll see how this one goes. I just don't want it to be too gator mouthed. So what we're going to do today is this very non-traditional. Is it cheating? I don't know. You tell me. It's definitely unconventional. But I saw this on Treasure Books. Natasha did this on Treasure Books. And it is basically I don't know if she even did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch to the signatures, but perhaps she did. And then just glue the back page to the front page, the back page of the first signature to the front page of the next one. And then when you've got these three sewn together, you use the back page of the back signature and the front page of the first signature as your the inside of the book. Basically, that's what that is. So I am going to use my Fabrifix on this because mostly because I want it to glue rather quickly. So what did I just do? Is that the back one or the front one? That's the back one, I believe. I believe. Yes, this is the back, the last signature. So I will put glue generously on this. Bear with me, it's rather stiff. I really need to use Pam at the Paper Outpost trick of putting acetone in it. So let me note that on this tutorial or video that I watched from Treasure Books, she left a section of this, maybe half an inch wide or so, a section unglued, so that it'll be easy to keep I mean, if you glue it all the way to the back of the spine of each signature, it will just, I believe it would just tear apart when you tried to open the book all the way. So I don't know if she said that or if I just decided that that's why she did that. I don't know, but we're going with it. So basically that's that one. Now it did leave a bit of, yeah, it did leave a bit of a white edge there. I'm not really sure why, but I can, you know, I can fix that with some lace or some other form of paper edging. So that's one, and I'm going to do the back side of this one, leaving a gap. Come on, Fabrifix. Yeah, you're ready to play. Good, 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 good. That makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Ooh, this is rough on the old hand. My hands are very shaky today anyway, for, you know, whatever reason. I feel like that's a more normal than it ever used to be, so I'll just stop apologizing for it. That's the way it is. My hands are shaky, which stinks, but I'd rather have them shaky than not have them. So that's that. Right, there we go. There is the guts, the innards of the book, the journal. I guess we can call it a journal from now on. Let me get this guy out. Girl, sorry, Petunia. Get her out and ready to play. And I need a drink of water. Excuse me. Beg pardon. So there's no off-size or extremely thick or extremely thin papers in this, because I want to really be able to use every page for all manner of ephemera. So again, this little pamphlet thing, and I found the cutoff from the printed page, and I found whatever this is, a piece of ephemera that I did not cut out. So I shall do that really quickly, see if I can do it straight enough with the scissors, or do I need to get the guillotine? That looks like it's going to work. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I spent the weekend basically recovering from last week. 2 trips to Atlanta in 1 week is quite a bit for me, and Friday was super stressful because that's when my 1-year-old grandson had his surgery. And so yeah, everyone was stressed about that except him. He is supposed to be, they told my daughter and her husband, you're going to need to limit his activities. Don't let him, you know, straddle anything. Don't carry him on your hip. And well, Friday night, they came over for a little while. Not that we hadn't been together most of the morning, but anyway, we got home around, I don't know, 2-ish. Anyway, they came over later in the evening, and AJ's already trying to climb up the sofa, lifting that exact leg that the side he had the surgery on. I'm like, well, you know, you just can't, you know, unless you want to listen to him cry all the time. He's just going to do what he wants to do, and that's all there is to that, basically. So yeah, he is definitely the least affected by it. Today is my oldest son's 29th birthday. How do these things happen? I just don't understand. Just don't understand. Because, you know, I'm only like, what, 35? How do I have a 29-year-old kid? It's ridiculous, I say. Somebody needs to make that math work. Yeah, so what I think I will do with these, because I do really want to use them like that. You know, I don't want to waste the, well, it wouldn't be wasted if I glued them together, but I would really rather use the internal space as journaling space. So those I think I'm going to stencil. And I'm going to try very hard not to, you know, use all of this in just one signature of the book. I'd like to distribute it. How did this one get, not miss getting folded? Let's try that again. Yeah, I know you're supposed to do it with the cork side down, but it makes too much distance for me. I like to have the edge right to the line I want to fold it on. Let me get my wee tool. Really like to find my bone folder. I would really like to find my bone folder. But as I'm saying, I'd really like to find something. Guess what I did find? I finally found my rings that I had bought to make a 3-ring boulder, a 3-ring journal, and whatever else I was going to do with it. Yeah, I found them, and they were right where I thought they were. But since I had them inside a box, I obviously couldn't find them. They were lost and gone forever. See, they were right here all along. Right here in this little drawer that I have in front of me, in this box that's for something else. But, ta-da! It's laughable on the one hand. On the other hand, it's kind of terrifying. You know, am I really losing my bonkers? My last marble? I certainly hope not. But anyway, I digress. So let's get this one folded. And of course I wonked it up. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me get it inked up for sure, for sure. I need to do that. Inky dinky doo. So, yeah, if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that my process, if there is such a thing, is to stuff the pockets and things like that in first, and then to decide, well, then to decorate. I don't really decide anything. I just sort of put stuff on pages. Look, when I did this, I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch process sort of the way that Pam at the Paper Outpost does it. She has, and now I have as well, the Crocodile 2, I think it is. So it's got this nice long reach to it. You can put papers of any size in there, really nice and long, whatever. So she just puts hers in there and pops holes in them, and they're all nice and even and stuff. Well, this girl, even with a, you know, lining stuff upright, some of the holes are not on the spine, basically. She just makes it look so easy, and I was just struggling with it. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Because I can't do anything about it, and I'm not gonna, look at that. It's all the way off center. Anyway, I can't get hung up on it. I'm just gonna put something in it that covers it up, and I think this is the perfect candidate for that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that in there, and it looks kind of silly, doesn't it, with all this blank space around it. Maybe I better get maybe I should get a bigger piece of book page to put in it. But I really like this. I wish I knew where I got it. It's obviously from some kind of an index from a English book, maybe, or something. I don't know. It says vocabulary. But I really like it's like rag paper or something with a really smooth finish. I don't know. I just like it. So let me leave that there and think about it, because I might really have to get a bigger piece of book page. I might, and then I might just, you know, say, heck it. I might just decide to say heck it and use that. You just never know about me. I mean, in so very many ways, you just don't know about me. And if I don't know about me, I don't know who does know about me. I feel sorry for the people in my little, you know, in my orbit, because they just must go, and shake their heads a lot. Because I do. I mean, quite frankly, I do that. To me, I shake my head at the silly things I do and wonder how I made it to adulthood and managed to raise 4 children. I don't know. Grace of God. That's all I can say. It's all the grace of God. I'm sorry, just going through my odd variety of ephemera here. So I'm going to glue, I'm going to, distress these, ink them, and then glue them together appropriately. So this, like I said, I have no idea where I got these fold ideas from, but this is now going to be a 4-pocket. I guess I could make it a tag. I could make it just glue it onto a page as is, which might be the thing to do, because if I do much more to it, it's going to be quite bulky. It already is a bit. By the time I get any of the pockets stuffed, it'll be quite thick. So let me just get to inking. And, well, why am I doing the back of it, you might ask? Well, I don't know, I might answer. I do have to do this side of the actual pocket. Do I want it done like that? Why did I do that way? I wonder. I mean, I know I like the deckled paper, but maybe I should kind of do it this way. So that the other, oh, maybe I did it that way so that the majority of it will be. I might just have to fold that down and make a tiny pocket. Because I don't like the two edges overlapped like that. So, yeah, I'll just ink and think on that. Ink and think. I mean, I really don't know what happened. I guess I just tore these out of the book and didn't bother about trying to cut them anywhere close to neatly. So they're as they are. They are just exactly as they are. We'll tighten that fold up a bit. Much better. Much less bulky. And before I glue, I'm going to do this bottom corner down here, just in case I decide to fold it back. Just in case. Better safe than sorry, as they say. There we go. All right, that's ready. Next. And I have to do that one that way so that the page rumples on the same side. But this one seems to be a bit better. The majority of the exposed side is, well, it's not overlapping the way this one does. So I guess I shall be content with that. I don't know why I'm doing, well, it might stick out. I was going to say, I don't know why I'm really doing this side at all, but there's going to be some of it peeking over the top of this pocket. Right. And as I always say, you are in control of whether you watch the ink process or fast forward through it. You are the master of your own telephone controls, or, tablet, or whatever device you watch YouTube on. YouTube. Sorry, I have lots of problems. Okay, let's get my petunia glue line ready. Come on, gluey. I believe I have to do all the way down here. Let's make sure that's correct. Well, I didn't have to glue the part where the page corner's torn off, but it's okay. Right, then this edge and that edge. And I'll bring the line in a little bit from the actual edge in case it sticks out further than the, oh God, I didn't want to do that anyway yet, because this has to go in there first. So I will do this one all down the side. I'm going to do it this way so that it does not stick out the side. I hope you know what I mean, because I'm really not sure I do. See, if I had done this edge, it would have completely missed this edge of, you get it. I know you get it. Okay, so now I can glue these inside sides. And then I can glue these edges here on the back to make this the pocket inside of the outside. I feel like I'm, I don't know, Dr. Seuss or Yogi Berra. Oh, me. Let's get that straight in there. Yeah, much better. Now I can glue this little pocket thusly. Phew, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? And guess what I did? I glued that down, so I guess it's staying. Like it or not, it's staying, because I really worry myself with my brain non-functioning. All right, I am going to go back in here with the Nuvo glue and close those up, because I don't know, can we use it? No, it's too much. It's going to be too bulky if I use in between the pages as pockets as well. It's just going to be too much bulk. Now, if I were doing it for Happy Mail or something like that, then yes, indeed, it would be, that would be definitely a possibility. But since it is not, then I will close them. Not done yet, sorry. And I'm putting it a little low because I don't want it to squidge out the top. But I think that will just do. Okay, now where am I going to put you, fellow? This is just coffee dyed paper, and what I do is I leave the, I have a large baking pan, not a cookie sheet, but a baking pan that I put the coffee in, and then I, put the pages in one or two at a time and make sure they're all covered well. And then I just put the whole thing out in the sun and, flip them every now and then so they're all exposed to the heat of the sun. And then some of them will end up like with the edge up, curved up, or the other papers further down this way, whatever. And then they get like really scorched by the sun. But I like it. I like it. I won't use them in, I mean, obviously not every page is like that, and I won't use them in every journal, but this one, meh. So once again, we will glue. I think I'm just going to glue around the bottom and the side for right now, in case I decide I need a tuck. Right? So just like that. And this is unglued right here. This is why I like to do the stuffing first, because I will be tempted to start putting things inside of it, and it's just not ready for all that until it's glued. So that's the last signature. Let's do something in the middle. Signature. We're still on the back one. No, this is the middle one. Oh, yeah. So this is odd. Why is it blue? Why did I put something blue? I'll have to see if later there's something that goes in there. I do like this one. This is printed, and I wish I knew where I got that particular background page from. I have them labeled in my computer as just old paper, so I'm wondering if I'm sure that's the name of that the creator gave them, but I don't know who that creator is. Look at me. I am some kind of special. I just found the instructions. Oh, merciful heavens. It's okay. It's all just fine and dandy. I thought I glued these, guys. What the heck is with me? But I will distress and glue this one. I just think it will look good on those pages. But I may have to... It'll need something else, obviously, or else it's lost at sea there, kind of. So, God, this is this one. I love this one. So excited about that one. I'm gonna hang that one over something. Maybe I can hang it over one page and then put this on the other page or on the front of a large pocket. It's a bit too tall for that one. I can make another one. I know how to make them. I'll just leave this side there for now. Let's move on to the first signature. I kind of like to, you know, distribute the ephemera evenly from one signature to the other, not necessarily match anything, just put her down evenly. And I don't know why. It's just, I guess it's just the way I'm wired. Wired for sound, or, you know, wired just to be difficult. I don't know. Depends on who you ask, I suppose. Everyone but me would say yes, she is difficult. I say I am interesting. I keep everybody's lives from being boring. Yep, that's me. I'm here for the entertainment value. Especially these days. Because the mind, she's not always all the way up at the top elevator, if you know what I mean. She's not always on the top floor. And that is just the way that goes. Oh, well, this is, looks like it's a French lessons. Yep. That's what this book is. It's all written in French because I believe it's a French language book. Well, obviously it's a French language book, but I think it's like the French equivalent to an English school book. This is maybe a French equivalent. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, I'm just here to keep everybody else's life interesting. Yep, that is me. That is my job, and I do it well. I don't think I was always like this. I keep telling people I was smart at one time. I was a nurse, so I think I had to be pretty darned intelligent. And now, if I make a sentence without stumbling over words, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Oh, it's okay. Oh, wee. Yeah, I messed that all the way up. You know, I tell myself in my head that, oh, you need to put the line of glue in from the edge, and Self says, I'll think about it. And then Self quickly forgets. Just like instantly forgets almost. Not gonna do that. There. I think I did that one correctly. And I will glue the pocket itself down. What is stuck on my glue tip? There we go. It might have been a glue glob. That would make sense. Okay. Nice and easy. There we are. There we are. Right. These all seem to be large, tall things. Oh, maybe they're not. Oh, that needs to be. That just rolled into my little trash bin up there, my other dauber. Okay, so this is how I do these. This is a ticket, and I'm not very steady with the scissors, so I just sort of take a chunk with my smallest circle punch and punch that bad boy out. It's not perfect, but it's better than watching me try to struggle with scissors. Because these days, I'm not just on the struggle bus, I think I'm the driver. Boom. So that's that ticketed up, so to speak. Let's see. Seems to be, as I've corrected myself, it seems to be quite a variety of ephemera in here. And there's one half of a tab. That's a cute ticket. But there's the other half of the tab. Okay. So, this is interesting. Much more interesting than I expected. So, this could be made into quite a nice pocket. What does this one look like? Come here, come here. See, this one's just rounded. That would work. I like that quite much. Yes, that's a thing now. Quite much. Just made it one. Honestly. Yeah, I have no idea where these pieces came from. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm almost positive they're Etsy. I just don't buy many printables from other places, mostly because I don't know that there are other places to buy printables from, except for some of the creators I know of that have their own, website they sell their materials on. So, oh, I wonder if I could put that. No, I was going to put that on the front of that, of this, but they're both the same book. So, let's just shake it up a little bit. Yeah, go back to here. Yeah, I think I would like to make this a tag pocket like that, and then just put a bunch. I might put that on the front of it as another pocket, and then put something inside the envelope. Why not? Right. Let's ink this up. Let me go ahead and do it. I can't not do it. It's just the way my brain works. I don't really know why I have to do it if it's going to be a pocket, really, but I have decided that all tags should have rounded corners at the bottom, so it's kind of the way my brain works. I have to do it that way now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Hold it on the side you're not going to glue. Sticker there. I'm going to go ahead and get this inked and stuff. I think I'm going to cut these off of this one because I want it to be easier to get something in and out of. And that will not make it easy to get things in and out of. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so let's start here. Start here. And I'll glue those down too. If it's going to be fold-outable or not. What do we think? I think I'm just going to glue it up the sides and make it a pocket rather than a fold-out envelope. So yeah. All right, I'm going to glue these little flaps down first. And then I'll glue up the edges of the envelope. Like so. Go on the bottom of that. I forgot right there. Okay. Then I am going to glue it there. Glue along the edges here because I think I would like for this to be a wee pocket. Like so. And then whatever I put inside of there, that would be cute. That's possibility to be determined later. Okay, that's the front. Let's go to the middle. This is tea dyed, and then I sprayed some distress oxide spray, I think is what that was. But look, it matches that. Like, wonderful. Like I planned it that way or something. I did not plan it that way. Trust and believe I did not plan it that way. So let's see what we have here. There's all kinds of good stuff here to make into, like that would be a lovely pocket. Or there's, and I backed all these with something, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it came with this French ephemera set or not, but it's like, it looks like a piece of bookkeeping paper, but then it's also got this light floral print through it, which I think is very cool. And this might actually go in here. Or is that a bit too much of that bluey greeny? Where's the little this? Oh, I have that. I can put that. And then if I just glue it down the middle and the bottom and use it as tucks that way, I could put bigger ephemera in there. I suppose I could do the same for this, though. No, I couldn't because this is this way. And this would be, I guess, the equivalent of that, but then what do I do with that? Nope, she's going in there. Sorry, that was a lot. That was a lot. I do apologize for that. And I'm gonna have to get my guillotine out to cut this straighter because, you know, it's just not, and I'm not even gonna pretend that I can cut the freehand that anywhere close to straight. Just a little off the edges so that I know it's straight. It's straighter. I mean, I think we have determined that I really can't cut straight even with a paper trimmer. But, you know, c'est la vie. La vie. Yeah, I know. It's okay. I just have a very strange sense of humor. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, I blame it on my dad. He's no longer with us to defend himself. So, there you go. Where's my wee ruler now? Anyone see where I put it? Speak up. Did I put it back where it goes? Nope, of course not. Well, I thought it would just be nicer to have that small one on the desk, but since I can't keep it there, I'm gonna have to bring out the 12-inch one. All right. Yeah, I know I had it earlier. I hear you. You're probably screaming at me, telling me where it is, but I really can't hear that. Okay, so I'm gonna just glue it down the middle as best as I can, and along the bottom edge, all the way across both sides. Come on, little petunia, you've got glue in there. I know you do. Fiddlesticks. I have to deal with this pitching a fit. She's pitching a fit. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Okay. So that is where she's going. And I put a blob on the paper, of course. It's the way the world works. It's the way my world works. I put glue everywhere except where I really want it to be. Okay, so that's gonna be little pockets. I'm happy with that idea. Now to the back. And now to the back. Yeah, we're going to do one more and then call it a video, because we are creeping on along time-wise. Well, actually, it's flying on along, the time is. So, let's see, what do we have here? I can... I'm still obsessed with that thing. I don't know how to use it, so I'm going to make everybody scream until I figure it out. But I am putting it to the side for now. Yeah, that would be a pretty good big pocket. Yeah. I think that's going to work right there. Yep, I'm going to do it again like a... I don't know if I'm going to do it with pocket or tuck, but I think I'm going to do it pocket. Because I think so far I really have a lot of tucks. Why does it do this to me? Why, oh why, oh why? Okay. There. Nice tall pocket for some of that nice tall ephemera. Those nice tall rounded tags. Okay, that is it for today. I will do a little bit of, I'll probably do some work on the cover before my next video. So please come back and see how it's going. Thanks for watching. Bye.